Hello folks, my name's David Edgar. I'm the host of Heart and Hand, the Rangers podcast, and I'm joining you tonight to discuss Rangers' 2-0 victory over Ross County tonight at a wet and wild Ibrox. And that's probably the first thing to mention about tonight, that it was crazy, the weather tonight. Not so much that it was cold and it was rainy, Scotland, but the wind definitely played a part. It was strong, it was gusting, it was swirling, and you could see it affected the way the players played. I know that when we were walking out the ground at the end, everybody had to sort of lean forward and make themselves aerodynamic and push through it. So it was clearly going to have effect on the side tonight, and I do think that needs to be taken into account. And it was an uneven performance from Rangers. I don't think that anyone could suggest it was sparkling, because it wasn't. The first half in particular I thought was quite ropey, where Rangers bad decision making and bad in possession. A lot of misplaced passes, a lot of unforced errors, some of them due to the conditions, others not so much. Glenn Kamara and Steve Davis, normally so reliable, have not really showed up yet since the break, since Dubai, and both of them in the first half in particular were struggling pretty badly to get anything going. Mark Polster had come in and continued his good form from Tynecastle. He was excellent, I thought, tonight down the right hand side, firing in some good crosses, and a good array of crosses, different ones, near post, far post, low, everything. He was mixing it up. I thought he had a really decent match tonight. Rangers had made a couple of chances, but didn't look like we were going anywhere. And then Jermaine Defoe does what he does, shows how he's so important to us. When he gets a goal from, it's not a chance, really. There's a ball that's kept alive by Scott Arfield in the box. It falls to Jermaine Defoe with his back to goal and a defender on him, and he chests it, turns, swivels, hits a shot in one movement, and it's a goal. And he's not as good an all-round player as Alfie. He's not someone who can do all the things for the team that Alfie does. But Jermaine Defoe has been so important for Rangers this season, and I think that sometimes the criticism he gets after the likes of the game on Sunday is a little bit harsh. We know what he's not good at, but sometimes you need to focus on what he is good at, and that's scoring goals. I mean, that's 3 in 4 games. He was also pivotal in the second goal, the clincher just after half-time. Shea Ojo, he played a good through ball to Jermaine Defoe. Beautiful flick into the path of the on-rushing Scott Arfield. He slotted away past the goalie for 2-0, and it did feel even then like job done. However, Jermaine Defoe then gave Ibrox a bit of a fright with an injury scare. He was carried from the field when he pulled up chasing a through ball. It did look bad. It looked really bad, and there was worry went round the stadium of, well, that doesn't really leave us a lot of striking options. Now, the manager has said after it that, as far as it looks anyway, that he was up and walking about after it. He'll get scanned tomorrow, but hopefully it's just a 2 to 4 week injury. And Rangers will debate whether or not they need to go into the transfer market. Personally, I think we do. I think we're a little short anyway up front, and getting in another option would not be the worst idea, even just on loan. I think just to give the manager something to play with. Yeah, you could use Greg Stewart in there. Yes, he's been trying Shea Ojo in there. But do we really want to be positioned in a month's time where, for whatever reason, we've got a really big game and our options are Stewart and Ojo? Probably not. So I just think, given the position we're in at the moment, it's probably worth stepping into the transfer market. Plus points tonight, I thought that Scott Arfield was terrific. And you see what Scott Arfield brings to the side that maybe some of the other midfielders don't, and that's his terrific movement and his running. He showed so often tonight. The players behind him were struggling to find him with their passes, but his timing of his runs was perfect, and he was rewarded with the goal. An excellent display. He got the man of the match in the stadium. I agreed with it for once. I thought that they had picked the right guy out. And as I say, Matt Polster, but also the return of Alfredo. He came on after a hellish day with everything that's been going on with him. We'll need to wait and see what comes out about that, but for me it's just a continuation of the disgusting and relentless abuse that guy has to put up with in this country, which should be ashamed of itself for the way that it is treat this young guy. He gets this because they don't like the team he plays football for and scores goals. He's never done anything to anyone off the field. This is entirely based on how he plays football, and it's sickening. And there are parts of this country that should be ashamed of themselves. Unfortunately, I doubt they've got the humanity to even bother with that. Anyway, Rangers not back to full form yet. It's not been a good month in terms of performance, but it hasn't been a disaster. 3 wins out of 4. Yeah, the defeat was a sore one and a terrible performance, but I think that we will start to recover our form. We did it last season as well, but the difference being is last year, while we were looking for it, we were losing. 2 big games coming up though. I can't wait for them, right enough. Ibrox will be packed. That always is, I suppose, but the atmosphere will be good because we take on Aberdeen and then Hibs next week. Very, very much looking forward to those 2 matches. If you want to hear more about what's coming up, historical matches with these teams as well, famous victories over them, previews, and loads of Rangers content, then you know what to do. Go to patreon.com/Heart and Hand and sign up for just $1.99 per month. You will get over 30 hours of new content every single week. So if you're somebody who enjoys audio at your place of work, on your commute, in the gym, whatever, then we will give you a lot of options for just $1.99 per month. Of course, if you just like to get the free Heart and Hand podcast, and we're very grateful if you choose to do that, then just go to Apple or Android or anywhere that you get your podcast and you'll be able to do that. Right, thank you very, very much for listening to me tonight. I will be back on Saturday after Rangers take on Aberdeen. Until then, you have a fantastic week. Take care. Bye-bye.